Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm still not funny. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I was feeling a little bit down and not very inspired. Then I got a new follower on Twitter named Jaina, and she actually posted one of my videos to her followers telling them that they should come watch me. And it inspired me to get back on and try again to be funny. So, today I'm going to talk about LARPing. For those of you who don't know, LARPing is live action role playing. I went to my first LARP a couple weeks ago with some friends from the Renaissance Fair where we work as actors. And it was a very interesting experience. There were the girls you'd expect to be at LARPs in their mannish shirts and their big glasses saying things like, "Oh my God, you're not doing it right. Like, God doesn't exist in here, and oh my God, if you hit somebody on their leg, you have to say maim or it's not going to do anything." They were the ones explaining the rules and dragging me around and getting annoyed if I tried to have a little bit of fun. So, the second type of girl I met at this LARP were the LARP whores, otherwise known as nerd whores. These were the girls that, in 30-degree weather, decided that they wanted to be beautiful women and wanted to be sexy wenches. So, in this 30-degree weather, they laced up their corsets, they took off their sweaters, and went out like this. Look at my boobs, look at my boobs. Another thing that bothered me about the LARPs is I wanted to go out and use my dagger. Who wouldn't want to go out and kill it with the dagger? Kill the nerds. All the nerds. But no. LARPs require you to sheath your weapon and go out with a foam sword. Not too fun. Perhaps the thing that confused me most about this LARP was that men and women, children, teenagers, were paying $40 plus the price of food, their costume, and weapons to basically run around and play house. I mean, I could get together a couple of friends for a LARP. We can wear our corsets or whatever costumes we have or don't have. We can make our own weapons or we could go buy one and not have to pay the $40 entrance fee. We could buy a weapon once and a costume once, and that'll be it. We can have our own fun LARP by our own rules in my backyard. So, one of the weird things that these girls did when we were LARPing was we were assigned to dress up as birds, called harpies. And after we dressed up as harpies, we were walking around, and our job was to basically hide in the woods and run out and attack people. Mostly men, because that's apparently who'd be drawn to the harpies. Every group of men we passed would say, "Look at the beautiful group of harpies. That's the sexiest group of harpies I've ever seen." And comments such as this. The girls would just giggle. They refused to talk even when I asked them to explain the rules to me because harpies don't talk. They just squawk. So, we walked around for about a half hour to 45 minutes squawking to each other. No joke. And every so often we'd run across a group of men and would try to kill them. But obviously we failed because we were a bunch of birds. So then one of the girls decides, one of the LARP whores or nerd whores, that we should be mating with the men. So we would walk up to the men and she would go, "Mate! Mate!" So then she would mate with the man in her nest, and we would all kind of stand around and watch, which was, I don't know, confusing to me. Then we would kill the man she mated with, eat his body, and the rest of his party would proceed to kill us. Made a lot of sense to me, right? So, I also went out at some point during the night with one of the main of the nerdy, typical LARP girls you'd expect. She was nice in her own way. She definitely had some social issues, and for that I felt bad, but being with her was just really tough. She wanted us to sit at a table with her the entire night as she flirted with her boyfriend and didn't want us to have any fun. So eventually my friend I was with and I snuck out, or away from her. The three of us were supposed to be playing sisters that went into town to spread rumors about some bad people that had come to town. So my friend and I escaped and we went around trying to make new friends. There was one boy who was interesting. He actually was very handsome and looked exactly like Zac Efron. But every time I tried to talk to him, he'd get paranoid and start screaming and run away. That was weird. So I kind of made it my mission to follow this guy around and try to find out what his deal was and see if I could get him to talk to me. But every time I'd approach him, he would go, "Ah!" and run away. So later, we were being walked home by our sister's boyfriend and his friend, and we went outside and somebody came over and attacked my friend. She didn't know what to do, so she fell to the ground and screamed, "I don't know what to do! Ah!" And I fell to the ground laughing hysterically. I guess kind of pretending that I was dead, but more that I was just so hysterical I wet myself. Shh, don't tell. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to get at by posting this video. LARPing was certainly an interesting experience, but I would definitely suggest everyone try it at some point, because who knows, you might have some hilariously fun stories, or you might have an awesome time and want to do it again. Personally, I will definitely be going back, because as weird of a time as I had, I also had a fantastic night. So yeah.